But again, those are, and that's just a daily challenge of a daily thing of trying to get to a place to actually speak about what we are here today to talk about. We are here to talk about community, visions of community, and what does that look like, and whose community is community. And actually, and I find it interesting that we're actually having the conversation of who actually belongs to the community. Because, see, the problem is we already here. You just now figured that out. It's like, oh, my God, I didn't see you right there. Like, how you been? And so when we talk about community, we say we want it for all, because some of the things about our community, the stronger communities, weaker communities, is because there's a lack of... can you hear me? Or is that the drum machine? I'm almost scared to talk now. See, they know I was going to say something. They was like, cut him off. Please. But we talk about community, and I'm very glad that we have our commissioners here. We have the administration represented. We have families. We have providers. We have students. We have everybody here, because regardless of what your job title is, everybody goes home. Everybody goes home to a family, if you're fortunate enough. You go home to somebody who loves you, somebody who you done got on their nerves because you went to the store and forgot the ice cream. Somebody. And we all are part of a community. And so when we go to our work, whether that's setting policy, whether that's educating, whether that's assistance, whether that's managing health, whatever it is, the ultimate goal has always been and always will be to make an individual healthy, vibrant, inspired, and guided to do and to contribute to community in the most positive manner. Now, I don't know if that's a new philosophy or a new concept, but it sounds pretty good to me. That you would want to educate your child, kick them out of your house, hope they get a job, hope they get married so they don't move back into your house. Because that's the sense of community. That's not the community I want. But, you know, and as I hear educators talking, as we talk about the differences between regular education and special education, I actually was in school prior to Chapter 766. I was in school in Missouri, and we had a school called the Michael School, and it was kind of built like a box. You know how Monopoly is played when you come in and you roll your dice? I never could get the car. I always ended up with the damn dog. I did not want the dog. But again, I digress. So it's built like a Monopoly game, and my school, when you walked in, you would take a right, and there would be a corridor, about 5 classes. Take a left, another corridor, 5 classes. Take another left, another corridor. Take another left, cafeteria, nurse's office, and you were back to the beginning. Now, that's fine. The problem is those corridors were 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. Take a left. 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. So you literally could be in one building from the age of 6 to the age of 22. And I don't know about y'all, but repetition like that is just a little too boring for me. Just a tad. But the qualification was that was the education system set up in the early 70s for us crippled kids, quote unquote. And so when I'm sitting in the classroom in St. Louis, Missouri, in the heat wave with no air conditioning, and it's like 102, and you're sitting there because back in those days, to control your spasticity, they would give you Valium or something of that nature. So if you see it on TMZ, my drug addiction started at a very early age. I've kicked the habit recently, about 45 minutes ago, but it went to the core of how do you educate a child if you have this child slumped over and you want him to do these things. So I wanted to touch on a couple of things about why it's important. I found a couple of quotes. I just want to say it because I have 30 seconds or less. It says, this is a quote, and I know where the source is. God has formed us moral agents that we may promote the happiness of whom He has placed us in society. By acting honestly towards all and benevolent to those who fall within our way, respecting sacredly their rights, bodily and mental, and cherishing especially their freedoms of conscience as we value our own. And the second quote, and that quote was from Thomas Jefferson, which was 194 years ago. Now, he said that 194 years ago, and we're having this discussion now. It's kind of scary. The second quote I wanted to read to you is, it says, "Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Today is the seed time. Now are the hours of work, and tomorrow comes the harvest and the playtime." Now that was W.E.B. Du Bois. You have a white man, a black man. You have a person of privilege and a person fighting for inclusion. That was a century and some years ago. And now there is a struggle similar to those struggles going on today. Parents, educators, teachers, we are fighting that struggle for our kids. Because a child with a disability, whether they acquire it or whether they're born with it, is still a child. It's very much the same when we say, what do we want for our community? What is the vision of our community? Ultimately, the lifeblood of our community is a healthy, educated, well-motivated, highly engaged populace. We cannot do that if we chronically undereducate, chronically undermotivate, and chronically underprepare a whole segment of our population.